Hello guys, this is Otto Tawan of International Football KAYPEE Tech. Welcome back to the show, and this is episode 2. We'll be talking about Liverpool and Chelsea in this episode 2. Julian, what's up?
Yeah, fine. Great to be here. Thank you for having me.
Okay. So, Arne Slot have been doing a wonderful job. It seems like nobody mixed Klopp. Slot have slotted into the system so perfectly, and everybody's like, this guy is doing great. But what have been the secret to what Arne Slot have been doing at Liverpool?
It's simple. It's the players' mentality, and the players' willingness to adapt to the new manager. For some of these players who have been there for minimum of 4 or 5 years, they've worked with Klopp. They've seen how hard-working Klopp is. They've seen that desire to win. That motivation is always there, and Klopp was able to transmit that same mentality to the players. And Arne Slot is lucky. I'll say he's lucky because Klopp left a good squad for him. Not really world-class squad, but majority of those players are good players in their own way. Salah is there. He's been ever present since 2017. He's been fantastic for them. His goals, his assists, his contributions, his record is there for all to see.
And one thing about Arne Slot, when a manager comes into a team, he will be like, this player are not my kind of player. I should remove this guy. I should bring in this guy. They literally did nothing in the transfer window, and he managed to get the best from the player he has already at Liverpool.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. If you have a good squad, if you inherited a good squad, you work with the players. But if you come and you look at the players and say, no, these players are not my kind of players, these players are not good players,
some managers will come and will just say, I don't like this guy, I don't like this guy is not my guy, this guy does not suit my philosophy, and they'll dish all those guys out. But almost, should I say, everyone starting at Liverpool are Klopp's player.
Yeah, again, it also goes back to what was his negotiation with those who employed him.
Yeah.
Because sometimes those things are also a factor. They'll come and tell him, this summer, there's no money to spend. Work with the players you have. Okay. And if the owners feel that Klopp has left a good squad, then it's because they know that he has actually left a good squad. So for the manager to show he's a good manager, he has to work with the players. Where is he coming from? He's coming from Feyenoord. How many of Feyenoord players can he bring to Liverpool that will bench the ones that are there? So if that is the case, why shouldn't he work with these players? You look at the profile of the club he's coming from. Look at the players he worked with there. If he's to do what Ten Hag has done, which is to bring players that he has worked with, either at Ajax or wherever he has worked with, and brought them to Manchester United, if he does that with Feyenoord, how many players will be able to bench? Who will he bring from Feyenoord that will bench Salah?
No.
Who will he bring from Feyenoord that will bench Van Dijk, that will bench Arnold and bench Robertson? So it goes back to what I'm saying. Arne Slot is not stupid. He has looked at that squad and say, this is a good squad.
Yeah.
Klopp left with Liverpool in the top 4. That's why Liverpool are playing Champions League football this season.
Yeah.
Because Klopp qualified them to the Champions League by finishing in the top 5. I think they finished 3rd.
Yeah.
So Klopp left them in 3rd position. So Klopp
they were even competing for the title
before they fell out. I knew they were not going to win when they dropped some points and all that. I knew that it was going to be between Arsenal and Manchester City. But at least Klopp left them in a good place, 3rd position. They are playing Champions League football. In the Champions League now, they have won all their games. They've beaten Leipzig, they've beaten AC Milan. They've been winning games. Their next game is against Real Madrid in the Champions League. So the key to Arne Slot doing well is that he has a good squad. He has just made very few changes. What are those changes? He brought in Gravenberch. And he brought in Diogo Jota before Jota now got injured.
Yeah.
So those are the 2 major changes he has done.
And one major thing is that this guy is kind of dynamic. His playing style, he's not going to dominate you. Some games he might dominate you. Some games he might give you the ball. Some games is just counter-attack. Like, when Klopp was there, Klopp is like a coach that goes on full counter, full attack. The left back and the right back will be at the top, they'll be making those passes. That's why they had a lot of assists. But this guy is kind of, in some games, you see, Robertson at the back. You see Alexander-Arnold at the back, like doing the job of a left back and a right back respectively. So, this ARNE Slot guy has found a way of winning games with different tactics.
Yes, again, you look at it defensively, they've conceded only 6 goals in 11 games.
Konate has been
fantastic. Last season, Klopp was using Kwanzaa. Decided to bring in Kwanzaa from the academy when Konate was struggling with injuries and all of that. But this season, the back four has been the same. Another thing is that ARNE Slot has not had injuries to his key players. So he has, apart from Alisson, who got injured and he has not played for about a month or so, Kelleher has come in, he has done a fantastic job. But the back four, which is the base of the Liverpool team, has been consistent.
Then one thing again is, every team that goes on to win the Premier League, they have their bumps year and year. When will Liverpool have this bump?
Well, I really don't know. Like I said, I've said this before. I don't pray. But the only thing that can make
red cards.
The only thing that can make teams struggle.
They need to
drop points. Yes, no, they will drop points. They can't win all the games. Already, even the game they lost to Nottingham Forest.
And Salah said something. Say like they are the underdogs. Like why are they seeing them as underdogs? He was saying something in that line.
But he's right. Liverpool are the underdogs. The standard bearers are City. Look at how many they won the league 6 times in the last 7 years. So every team is the underdog.
Yeah.
So long as City is there, because City have done what no team have done. Remember, they won the league with 100 points. No team has done it. They've won the league 4 years in a row. No team has done it. So how can you not be an underdog to that team, even though City are struggling? So Liverpool have to keep taking it game by game. 11 games is still early. We have about 27 more games. So it's a marathon. Many things will happen. Liverpool will drop points. But how many points they will drop, I don't know. What will make them drop the point? I'm not sure of that. But it's about taking it step by step, game by game. And that's what they've been doing in all competitions, not just the league. Even in the Carabao Cup, in the Champions League, they've been taking it game by game. Where people doubt them that this game they will lose. That's where they surprise people. People say okay, they will lose the next one. They still win. They'll say they will lose to City. They end up getting a result. So that's a hallmark. Liverpool is showing that hallmark of a team that wants to win the league. And if you check it, when Klopp won the league, that's the first time in over 30 years. And since then, that's 2020 during the COVID period.
Yeah.
That's the only time they've won the league in the last how many years? So it's about consistency. And ARNE Slot has started well. But it's not about starting well, it's about finishing well.
And staying consistent.
That is it. Yes. You need to finish well. If any team, if Liverpool allows City to overtake them, it's the beginning of the end for them.